Alright, what's up y'all? It's me Troi and I'm back in with another video. What's up YouTube fam? You know what I'm saying, girl. So I'm trying to make this video quick as well. I'm sorry about these quick videos. Like I'm on my way out the door. You see I got to say after this is my last video. So I want to today I finally got to page 200 of Bedrock Faith. You know, I'm off on the weekend, so I plan on just finishing the book this weekend. So I'm gonna read some when I get home tonight, and then I'll probably just go ahead and wrap it up tomorrow or read them both. I can do it either way it goes. So I want to talk about the next from page 100 to page 200 that I've read so far and what my thoughts are at this current moment in time, okay, in time in history. So the first thing I want to kind of do is go back to my the last video I did on this subject, on this book, and talk about how I gave Sooooo a little bit of credit. Now, here we go. Girl, the bank is closed on that ass. The bank is closed, girl. Foreclosure, deeds, all mortgages, all of that stuff. The liens on the houses. We putting liens on houses, girl. We putting liens on asses. We kicking asses and all kinds of stuff. I ain't got no more credit for Sooooo at this point. You know, I still got like a whole 232 pages to keep reading. Now, let me just explain this part. The reason I was saying that in the last video, where I was in that kind of space of just trying to decide whether Sooooo's story was one of revenge or enlightenment for the characters. First of all, with that part being said, I mean that not from Sooooo per se in his activity, but more so what the author was trying to convey through the character. That's what I'm still deciding. But with that being said, the reason I came up with that was because, you know, it concerns the character of Irma. Did I say her name right? Irma. You know, how she was a lesbian character who Sooooo gave a lot of hell to, and eventually she set off on her own to be the person that she was meant to be because she was in the closet. That's why I gave him the credit for, and the reason I say that is because maybe I'm just biased, but you know, I'm always here for a story about some fam setting off to, you know, distance themselves from the standards that other people have put upon them, and you know, become the person that they were meant to be. You know, concerning her, you know, being gay within this community, she couldn't be who she was meant to be because of, you know, what kind of standards that she was being held to according to her neighbors and the people of her church. But because of all the craziness that Sooooo gave her, she decided to break free and be who she was meant to be. And I'm always here for a story like that because, child, be yourself. And nobody got time for nobody else's stuff. So that's kind of where I gave the credit to. Now I'm taking all of that back because, well, I'm not taking that particular episode back, but I'm taking back my feelings for Sooooo because I'm just kind of tired of him at this point. You know, as I continue to read it, I'm understanding that it has, like, the book has this sort of episodic kind of flair to it where we're going through each chapter of each of the people of Parkland that he terrorizes and, you know, do all this kind of crazy whack stuff to me. Some of the stuff I'm not registering, but yeah, I still think it's kind of a story of enlightenment as well as something tied in with revenge. You know, I'm still picking up the character clues that along the way. Many of them I'm receiving a lot more as it concerns these next 100 pages. But I'm still not really getting a grasp of the end game of what May is trying to give us through the characters Sooooo. You know, as I said in my last video, it's so easy to just put a label on him and say he's this, that, and the third, because, you know, that stuff is evident. All of that shenanigans and the bullshit, that's all evident in this character. I'm not really interested so much in, you know, what he's doing and how I should be upset with it. I'm more interested in the why he does it. I'm more interested in the psychology and what is sort of like the whole, like I said, the end game. What is it that May is trying to point out or trying to shape or trying to convey to the reader regarding all that? So the bullshit is all fun and games and kiki and caca, but I want to know what's in here with Sooooo. I want to know how he got to be how he is, like the full scope details. I don't care about, and this is a point that I want to make that a friend actually pointed out to me. I was talking to a friend about this book, and you know, kind of my frustration with the character Sooooo. I feel like, you know, it's just like a carnival. It's just like a carnival ride to me right now with this character. I'm really not feeling him in that sort of sense, regardless of what he does. And she said, that's because you read a lot of mysteries. And I was like, what? Like, girl, you ain't trying to shade me, is you? Well, that wouldn't be shade anyway. But she was like, that's just because you read a lot of mysteries. And she was like, because, you know, you don't take characters for face value. And I was like, you know what? She is actually right. I don't. It's like, for me, I always have to know the why. I'm not so much interested in like the shenanigans, as I said, but I need to understand the why. And I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I don't take Stu Pop for face value. I understand he's bullshit. I understand that he's trash. But, you know, to me, reading the book, that's just not enough. Like, it's not enough for me to just be upset with him for this stuff. I need to understand what is going on. And I'm hoping that that'll happen, because I noticed that a lot, like I said, a lot of clues are coming my way as of reading, you know, this next bracket of 100 pages. One being, I finally get to see more of his mother, which she is slightly scared of him, I want to say, and for good reason. I won't say maybe she is scared, but maybe she is cautious of him going back to jail, I guess you can say. So scared for him as well. I'm getting that, and there's two lines that kind of struck me. Let me find them right quick. One was a character, which is a police officer, who was like, never argue with a fool, because a fool don't know the difference. You know, and I felt like that was kind of like a clue, you know, as to what's the name was conveying. So another one was the same police officer who said, you can't help yourself. You have to mess with people. It's just in you. It's just who you are. You know, that was another clue that kind of struck out at me. And I love these clues. I just want to know what is the end game and what is May's focus on the character Stu Pop and all his shenanigans. So I think that's kind of all I want to talk about. And I'll be reading the next couple of pages here in a little bit when I get home. So that is it. Still reading Bedrock Faith. Part of me is like, I'm sick of all of y'all, to be honest with you. Every character, I'm sick of all y'all, because y'all just doing too damn much at the end of the day. So that's kind of it. I think that's it. That's how I'm still feeling about the book. You know, Stu Pop and the Davenports, I think that was all. I don't know. I'm really not. This episodic thing is good, but it doesn't lend enough details to me. I mean, it's like I'm just kind of going through it. You know, it's crazy, it's good, so it's a crazy ride, but I don't know. Like, I'm just not getting everything that I really need in this meal. But I'm enjoying it though. And same thing with Miss Hicks. I'm gonna see what happens with Miss Hicks probably tonight when I pick up the book and get to the next to page 300. But yeah, Miss Hicks and that whole Christmas thing, Stu Pop getting mad. You know what? There are theorists out here who say Jesus was born in like June and July, and that the whole giving him the birthday on Christmas was something that church gave him in response to some kind of pagan holiday. Don't put, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So with that being said, I'll see y'all later. Peace, baby.